Hey, who's going to be the first one?
I can't wait to find out who that's going to be. Probably nobody.
Who would be the
Nobody gives a shit anymore. Oh, it's cool, man, because they can't see.
Hector!
Hector!
Number one!
Nicole,
Nicole, Paul, Andy, Tyler, Smokey, Scotty, Mike, Samsonga, Jordan, Mike, Winter, Good Boy, Rocks. Fuck! You guys are awesome. There's so many I can't even keep whole. Cameron said, I give a shit. I give a shit.
Oh my God, I forgot. This is shit, dude. I didn't realize this is like a cereal bowl. I thought this was like one of those Asian inspired.
Jay's got his wonton soup ready to go. Ready to go.
We are all masters now.
What's up, Sean? Mega.
What's up, guys? Oh my God, how's it going? Holy shit. It's like a reunion. Fuck yeah, who's got the barbecue?
This is fucking awesome. Guys, if there's any sound or audio issues, please let me know. Like I said, it's kind of a new setup. We just got done doing our Patreon one, and that one went well, but you never fucking know in this world that we live in.
Holy shit, there's so many.
I gotta make my drink.
Good. It's all with you now. Like, you don't have to leave to go do that.
And then we're gonna ask the inaugural question. 83 of you guys are already in here. It's fucking awesome.
It's amazing.
The inaugural question is going to be, what is everyone drinking tonight? And if you're drinking water or soda pop, that's cool too.
I like that. I'm probably going to have some water later.
Everyone's got to have a soda pop or something in your hands.
I think our future is going to be hamburger pizza again. No, that shit was nasty as fuck. It really was gross. Like, it's not good at all.
Yeah, we had a stream where afterwards we ate a hamburger pizza from Papa John's.
Oh, God,
and that shit did not sit well on the
game
the next day at all.
Gross ass food.
No, sir. We got some vanilla Coke, orange juice, chocolate milk. I appreciate the soberness of you guys. We got a Jack and Coke in there. Bush latte.
Damn.
Oh, God, Mike, that's gross. Captain Morgan, Budweiser, Heineken, Mountain Dew. I'm all fired up, Chip.
Go do it. He's all jacked up on that Mountain Dew titty.
Woo! April's drinking a NOS. That shit's just as bad for you as anything. That shit's probably worse.
Drink it. Enjoy it. Embrace life.
Newcastle vodka with lime.
I'm gonna drink it. Dude, I'm gonna drink it just like this. Look, like I'm gonna drink it like this. I hear you have come to my village. Like, I don't know. It just feels like somebody that drinks their cup like this, they just know what the fuck they're talking about.
Man, Hector's doing some vodka shots.
Oh, God damn, man.
Mike White's on you. On a divorce budget, $12.99 for 30.
I understand that, brother.
Well, you said latte. I guess he meant Bush Light. Bush Light makes sense. It's like Schlitz, you know? Comes to,
God.
Any beer that comes with a fucking
camo
can.
I think we've talked about this before. Like, what's the shittiest, like, cheapest beer that you guys have ever drank in your life? It's got to be Milwaukee's Best, right? Like, that shit is garbage juice. I mean,
Natty Light.
It's like July, like, and it's like 88 degrees, and like that juice that runs down the side of a garbage can, and they collect it. And they put little like alcohol in it. That's what Milwaukee's Best is.
Our first super chat, Derek. What's up, brother? Hey. How many spoonfuls would it take to eat Jay's banana? Spoonfuls of what, Derek?
A lot of banana in that. And there's some ice cream. We can do a lot. I mean, I don't know. How much you offering?
I just want to know what there's.
Natty Light. I remember Natty Light was one of those, like, everybody went to Natty Light when you were in high school or you're younger. Like, that's just what you got. Like, because it's cheap and it's available. Everybody, like, your 10-year-old cousin down the street could get Natty Light.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they were just giving that shit away.
Give it away. No, they don't like, here, take this shit, kids. Take this shit. It's terrible for you. Lakeport Honey Lager. Oh, that sounds gross as fuck. Yeah, Natty.
That sounds like shit. How dare you invite me over and have like honey like that shit?
That sounds so bad. If you've ever beer bonged a Natty Light, then you know what it's like to live in Kentucky.
Never done that. Thank God. And I've been in Kentucky for many
Every
years.
Time you do one, that song from Dusk Till Dawn comes on, it's a dark night. You know it's
I thought you were going to go with They Live Like Dum Bum Bum Bum.
or
that was Broken Arrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you feel the next day.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's a great song, guys.
It's a great fucking song, man. The Patreon stream was fucking awesome, Scotty. Thanks for asking.
Great time.
If you guys have never gotten in on one of those, they are some of the best times. We can play like live music while we do it because they won't copyright us. It's a great time.
Will the peeps choose? Because that's what it's all about.
Yes.
It's late as fuck too for us.
Late as fuck, and 137 of you awesome bastards watching. That's fucking rad, man. Thank you guys so much. It's 12:08 here for the person who asked. It's
so we're about almost 5 minutes in. Let me ask. Okay, so the new Pet Cemetery that's coming out in April. I've watched the trailer. I think Mike has seen the trailer. I think the new trailer.
Just the first trailer.
I know there was. Well, okay, so the new trailer has like major spoilers in it and whatever. So, despite that, do you guys think that it's shaping up to be like a blockbuster kind of horror film? Like it's gonna be like fucking It level awesome, or is it gonna be like one of those leftover like, you know, drunk shits that you had and you're like, I'm not going to tell anybody about that. Like I shit on a tricycle. Like, is it going to be like that? I think because the original Pet Sematary was really good. Like it actually, I just watched that again recently and it still holds up. Like I think it's really fucking awesome. The new one with the twist or whatever, it's not bad. Like I don't hate it, but it is what it is. Do you guys think that it's going to be fucking amazing, or do you think that they're just really like, it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. It's going to be one of the more recent failures that Stephen King books are going to suffer.
I gotta rewatch the first one, man. So I mean, I guess we'll.
Pet Sematary 2 sucked a big old.
Maybe a commentary would be fun for that.
I mean,
because I haven't seen it in years.
Zelda scared the fuck out of me as a kid. Like that shit was always fucking scary to me. Oh my god.
Yeah, Zach, we're always going to do more Michael videos, man. We actually have a fun idea coming out. We're doing this idea with some skits called like the worst serial killers of all time, whereas we just make up our own serial killers and then we do skits showing how bad they are. Like the first one, we filmed it the other day. It's called the Tourette serial killer, whereas he's about to kill someone and then he has a fit of Tourette's and then loses his fucking mind. So we're trying to create some new characters, but we're always going to have Michael Loomis in there.
Those guys are staples forever for you guys. Yeah, don't you worry about it.
That's our jam.
Don't you worry about
Michael
it.
Jackson.
My throat can take it. That's what she said.
Jam.
Hot damn. Here comes the man.
Oh man, yeah. I hope they do have a Ramones song. They won't because if they put that song in there.
Oh man, that like it's weird. Like I remember watching Pet Sematary back in the day when it first came out. I didn't even know that song existed. Like I didn't even know that the Ramones made a song for it. And then it was like years later that I was like, holy fuck, are they talking about Pet Sematary?
We talked about this in the other Patreon stream, but Robocore asked, "How was your birthday, Jay? I hope it was great." When Mike went live on Insta, it looked like you guys were having a hella good time.
It was a hella good time.
Woo! That was
except for the evacuation of my stomach onto the streets of Philadelphia.
So what had happened was we had a friend that we hadn't seen in a long time come, and he's a pusher. You'll push him, man.
Yeah, he was.
So we're at the karaoke bar.
He's one of those cool guys too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not like he's like one of those dudes that you want to like be like, all right, I can keep up with you. I can keep up with you. He's like, have a fucking shot.
This guy
with some fucking Crisco.
He was ordering craft beers like
I'll do it.
Fucking this dude was ordering craft beers like
water,
the dark ones, like I can't think of porters. Like dude was ordering porters, the kind that they give you not in a beer glass, but in a fancy fucking cup glass, like you're on fucking Indiana Jones. And you're drinking from the Holy Grail.
But a chilled monkey brain
was fucking chugging in 5 seconds like these beers. This guy, I've never seen someone drink like this. And we go to the karaoke bar afterwards, and he's just feeding the shots. And Jay doesn't do shots, as you guys know.
I don't do those.
Jay doesn't do shots or anything of the like.
That's devil magic.
But you know, he was buying them, and we were taking them. So yeah, it was. And I went live on Instagram from the karaoke bar, and I was scared as fuck when I woke up the next day. I went, oh shit. I got to get that off. And I went to look at it. It was already gone. I don't know what happened. Maybe I had the smarts to delete it or whatever. But for anybody who saw that, follow us on Instagram because sometimes we'll get too drunk to know what's good for us and we'll stream live in inopportune times. But yeah, Jay threw up a lot that night.
I did.
We had to pull over on the way home.
I had no problems at all, like saying, hey, you know what? Can you pull over, please? I maintained my politeness as I said, please, can you pull over?
It was so nice about it.
Can you please pull over? I have to vomit. And I did, and I vomited. I did what I needed to do. And then I got back in the car. And I did that thing. And you know, like you're fucking sick drunk when you're like, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to ruin anybody's good time. I'm just really feeling like shit here. And then like 5 minutes later, I was like, hey. And then our driver, which is, you know, we had a DD, and she was like, you need to pull over. You're like, yeah. it's like
I'm gonna do one.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one. You go do one. And then I think that you came out of the car once. And you were like, hey man, are you okay?
Yeah.
And then like you were hanging out on the fucking middle of like this high speed like area.
Well, my wife tried to get out of the car to see if you were okay. I was like, can you get back in the car? I was like, we don't need too many people inside. She's like, my mom instinct kicked in.
Let him be a man.
He's okay. And I was like, let him puke in peace.
And I was just like. Mike was like, are you okay, man? I'm like, yeah, get back in the car.
And then we got back, you're like, I gotta go do that.
I was so done. I don't know how to describe it. Like, as soon as I got back to Mike's place, I was fucking wrecked. Like, again, I felt like, you know what it looked like for a Neo to come out of the goo? when he's like rescued from the Matrix and he's like, oh, and like all the shits are like, that's how I felt. Like, oh, I had no more words. Like I couldn't do anything.
Sorry, man. I should have stopped you from doing those shots, but I was.
No, I mean you were doing them too. I was like deeply jealous and angry at you at the same time because when you were doing them, you were fine. Like I saw you eat your Taco Bell. Yeah, I'm like, God damn it!
I'm trying to tell you to fucking.
I couldn't move a fucking fingertip. I was like,
but before the drinking began at the first restaurant, I was like, dude, I should have some of this buffalo dip.
I should have.
And you were like, no, I'm good.
I know. I should have.
I had some spaghetti yesterday.
I had chimichanga.
Yeah,
it was a chimichanga. But the thing is, I should like guys, if you're gonna go out for your birthday, all grand and glory to you. If you're gonna do shots or you're just gonna get fucking buck wild naked in the trees,
run backwards naked through a cornfield,
eat. And absorb some of those alcohol fucking devils.
You gotta have it. We got some super chats we missed here while we were running our goddamn mouse. Tristan Vargas, what's up, Tristan?
Tristan
says, have you guys seen The Prodigy? If not, will you? That was one.
Not seen it.
I had plans to watch it, and we constantly do. It's just our fucking schedule sucks with new movie releases, but we're working on changing that. By the way, we're working on getting Jay on a different work schedule so that we can shoot twice a week.
And hopefully that's going to come up very soon.
Yeah, instead of once a week. So we're working on that. But no, we did miss The Prodigy, so that sucks. I do want to see it at some point because I love little kid horror movies.
When was that?
The Good Son. Still the best.
Oh, man, that movie is great. I mean, who the fuck would you have dropped? Elijah Wood, who went on to become Frodo, or a broke-ass fucking Macaulay Culkin? I think I'm taking Frodo.
But I actually heard The Prodigy had, like, an interesting premise to it. Like, some of it sucked, but there was some interesting stuff there and an ending people could talk about, so I definitely wanted to see it, but now we missed it.
Is that like, is it like a ghost movie though?
No, it's a little kid fucked up kid movie.
Okay,
he's gonna murder your ass in your sleep. Kevin Fishgal, I hope I said that right. That's an awesome fucking name, and thank you, by the way. He says, Mike and Jay, you guys are awesome. He says, Mike, you are certainly Kentucky's okayest dad. I have a shirt that says that. He knows that. He says, my wife Deanna is watching with me. Give her a shout out. Hello, Deanna. Give her a Loomis shout out, man. That's whatever.
Deanna, you finally joined us, eh?
Dirty Deanna.
Finally cleared your schedule of bullshit to see what it's all about. Thank God. Now go back to your bullshit.
The Good Boy. That sounds like a child horror right there, my friend. He says, check out the trailer for my movie. Okay. I don't know what that is, but put it in the link and somewhere and send it to us. We'll check out the trailer for your movie. Is it called The Good Boy?
That seems like a good idea.
That would make sense. Austin Morgan says, hey, Mike and Jay.
Hey, how you doing, Austin?
What's up, brother?
You feeling good? Feeling sexual? Great. I hope you are.
And finally, Mike White. Dude, thank you so much. He says, enjoy 30 rack of Bush lattes on me, please. Could you guys imagine a fucking Bush latte? Like, dude. Milk and fucking
God damn,
beer.
You fucking kid.
This girl at work one time made a Starbucks wrong, and I was like, can you just give me a green tea, with Splenda? Because that's how I get my green tea. And no, she fucked up, and she ordered like one of those kombucha, something crazy, and they put milk in the green tea, and it was like, fucking, dude, it was disgusting.
Don't.
I couldn't imagine. Imagine a beer latte. Holy fuck. I know you mean light.
I mean, I think at that point, if you're going to get a beer latte, I think at that point, you're like, you know what? I might be a fucking alcoholic. I'm just going to go out on a limb here. I think I'm drinking too much.
Let me pull this vodka out of my desk.
I feel like this might be too much. The latte is great though. It's got sugar.
When you end up like the Fantastic Four kid, I can't remember his name, Miles something. In
Miles Morales,
Spectacular Now. He's walking around constantly.
Miles Teller.
Miles Teller. He's walking around with like a sody pop from the Speedway. And he's just constantly putting vodka in Mountain Dew in it.
You know what? You can say what you want about that shitty ass Fantastic Four movie. He wasn't a bad Mr. Fantastic, but he had better direction. He's a good actor.
I never watched it.
It's a shit fucking
I never gave it my time.
It's one of those fucking things that you see, and it's like, hey, you know what? That was a terrible car accident that I just witnessed. I'm gonna go back and look at it. Like it's really bad, but you're gonna watch it anyway. But yeah, he would have been a decent Mr. Fantastic if he had a better direction and a better like cohesive unit.
He made sense for a younger Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, he was fine. I mean, he was totally okay.
And Lee Pace would be a good Mr.
And Michael B. Jordan wasn't bad as Human Torch. They just really didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Like, I mean, at that point, they were just making the movie to make the movie. Like, they were like, hey, you know what? We've already wasted. Josh Trank fucked that up. Like, he butt fucked that, bent it over backwards, and then fucked it again in the mouth.
Oh, it sounds like work this week for me.
It was bad.
Bernie G, thank you, man. Bernie was hanging out with us in the Patreon live stream. He says, Mike, you're the best. Jay sucks. Mike and Jay, you guys are the best. You guys help me through so much. My mom is doing better, by the way. Wayne Family Rocks. Fuck yeah.
Oh, man. I'm glad your mom is.
That's absolutely amazing. Yeah. Fuck yeah, man. And thank you so fucking much. Tell your mom we said hi. And normally that sounds weird, but I mean that in a heartfelt I mean that in a good way.
I know.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean. That's amazing, dude. That's fucking. It's nice to hear good news.
I'm really happy to hear that.
With all the bad news that we all get from time to time, man. That's fucking awesome. We got Jay, let's get lit and jump off your dad's roof.
Let's fucking do that. Like, I'm ready.
Get lit and jump off your dad's roof.
I'm gonna fucking totally do that. Like, now you're talking. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna make a fucking statement. Like, fuck you, Dad. I like Molly Hatchet for life. I don't need a corporate job to impress you. I fucking hate everybody and everything.
We'll be out in the van picking each other's butts.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, 90% of the time we're just quoting the movie Orange County.
It's a great movie.
It's fucking awesome.
It's on Netflix.
It's like Lonnie's birthday, like his death birthday.
You only knew him for 2 weeks.
You want to get naked and start the revolution?
What?
That was for that movie too.
I like when Jack was like, yeah, I got ideas. I got ideas. I want to start like a t-shirt shop.
Hector says, Mike, have you ever seen Hereditary? What did you think? We've actually now both seen Hereditary. I saw it originally and Jay didn't see it, so I had to do a podcast by my fucking self. You piece of shit. I did do a podcast by myself.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I know you didn't, you piece of shit. But yeah, no, I loved it. And then Jay eventually watched it and loved it as well. But he does this thing when he sees movies that I loved and thought were scary. He'll go, I watched it. Was not scary. And
I don't do it like that. Like, I'm not like fucking being like, I landed on Boardwalk and you didn't. Like, I landed on Boardwalk and you didn't. I thought it was a great movie. There were elements in it that were scary, but
but if you didn't see it first, you're like, dude, it's fucking scary.
No, it's kind of like Paranormal Activity. Like, to me, like, I think it was overhyped. There was some cool shit about it. Like, I thought it was really well done and well acted. And the story is amazing. But at the same time, and I saw this early too, Insidious, I never thought it was fucking like, holy shit, scary.
Because I saw it first.
We weren't even reviewing it.
Nah, it didn't matter. I was like, Jay, this movie's awesome. Go see it. Drag Me to Hell, same thing. I was like, this movie's fucking awesome. It actually scared me. Like,
Well, whatever. You make fun of me for fucking being scared of The Ring and The Grudge, bitch.
It's like, The Ring's scary.
Because it's
The Grudge fucking sucks.
No, that's scary too.
It's like Blink-182 when they asked Mark about aliens. He's like, I believe in aliens, but I say I don't just to piss off Tom. He's like, I'm like, I don't.
I don't do it. I believe in a thing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of the heart.
Caitlin says, what was your first horror sci-fi you watched when you were kids?
That's got to be the very. Oh man, that's a good one.
Merlin.
What?
That's a sci-fi, right?
It's not a sci-fi
sort
horror.
of sci-fi.
No, it's not.
I only say that because I remember watching Merlin as a kid in my house, and right in the middle of the movie, the teacher called. And I remember because we had landlines back then, and the landline rang, and I knew it was my fucking teacher calling. And my mom answered, and I could hear her talking. She's like, "He did what?" And I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm gonna get my ass kicked."
I think the first like sci-fi horror movie that I remember watching as a kid, it's either gonna be Split Second. Some movie's fucking terrible, but I remember watching that. My brother and I, for some reason, we thought that movie was fucking awesome back in the day when it came out. It was a shitty movie. It was a shitty movie. But also, I mean, I remember watching Aliens, real young. I remember watching Aliens, and then I don't know what would constitute Army of Darkness. I remember watching Army of Darkness really young too, because that movie came out in 90.
Time travel aspect.
Yeah, I don't know that would. Well, that's not sci-fi horror, I guess. But I mean, sci-fi horror, it's got to be Split Second or Aliens. Like those were the first two movies that I remember watching that would be considered sci-fi horror.
JT Customs, who's always hitting us up with the good news on Twitter, man. Thank you for that, by the way. He says, have you guys ever heard of Freddy Got Fingered with Tom Green?
Fuck
yeah,
yes,
man. I love that.
Watch the shit out of that.
Daddy, would you like some sausage?
Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some
backwoods
sausage?
Backwoods man. I can walk back. My favorite part of that movie that nobody ever talks about, when his dad gets him a new car and he's like, thanks, Dad. And he's like, I'm going to make you proud. And then he turns around and some guy's in the car and he honks the horn and he goes, get the fuck out of the road. It's my favorite scene in the whole fucking movie. That's a great movie. Kevin Taylor says, Jaeger bombs, yay or nay? I would say if you
depends on the day.
If you've never puked off of Jaeger, then yay. But if you have, there's something about when you're in a band, everyone tries to buy you fucking Jaeger shots. So when I was in a band, it was constant PBR, tall cans, and Jaeger shots. So I've gotten sick off Jaeger enough to know that I'm never drinking it again. But if you've not gotten sick off Jaeger, then it's fucking fun. Jaeger bombs, Red Bull, Jaeger, it's a good time. Have you ever had a Jaeger bomb?
Yeah.
Really?
No, what's
I bet you haven't, man.
We're not making it.
Oh yeah,
no.
I don't have any Jaeger, but
thank God.
We gotta do that.
No, I remember drinking Jaeger, and it just made me fucking like Incredible Hulk mad.
Yeah,
like I mean, I was drinking it because I was already drunk. Because I remember drinking, like when I was younger, I drank like 4 straight beers. Like I chugged them, and then I started drinking Mad Dog, and then once Mad Dog was done, then I started drinking Jägermeister because somebody put it in front of me. I was like, oh, it's a beer. It's like a really fancy beer bottle.
So this is, you mentioned Mad Dog, so this must have been like back in the.
That's when I was hanging out at your sister's.
Oh, so we were like
we were like kids.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we got to do that soon.
No, we were like 16.
Jaeger bottle.
Like 16.
Oh man,
I'm not doing it. Actually, I don't feel like I want to do that.
Scotty asked, Michael J, what do you guys do in your spare time?
I mean, cry and jack off looking at a mirror.
What is spare time?
I don't know.
What does that look like?
Yeah, I mean, I work. I mean, we work. We have full-time jobs that we go to every fucking day. And then when you get off work, I don't know, like, what do you do to unwind? Well, I throw fucking cards in a hat, trying to get better. I don't do much. I watch Netflix or TV or. I don't really do much.
Spare time is a rarity for me, man. I got the kids. I love spending time with my kids, and that's not even, I don't even count that as spare time. I count that as like you must, it's fucking.
You must do this.
It's the most important thing you can do. So, and really the channel is my spare time, and I don't count that as spare time either because it's a must at this point too. But yeah, I spend pretty much every spare moment I have doing this. But if I get those little moments where I don't have anything to do, literally, when I get those little pockets, I will literally just make something fucking terrible to eat. Like fucking terrible, like the worst kind of dip and chips you can imagine. And I'll sit in front of the TV and turn on Sling TV and watch Talking Heads on ESPN for 25 minutes.
Mayonnaise and bean dip.
Fill my shit up with just terrible, awful food and then pass out before work the next day. That's what I do with my little moments of time. I enjoyed those little moments. I'm not going to lie to you. Derek says, any Dr. Loomis interviews coming soon?
We have those in the works.
You know what? We started the series again. We started up.
The Dr. Loomis series, it will come back. You guys like we did the interview sessions. So yeah, they're going to come back. We've just got a lot of shit in the tank right now. Like there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that we're working on.
I'm gay.
A lot of gayness, a lot of cock sucking going on in the background, like trying to figure out who we are. But no, I mean, honestly, it's going to be.
It's my favorite thing to say.
I know. It's fine. It's going to be one of those things like you're going to see a shift in content at some point where there's going to be more uploaded and there's going to be more availability of us making those, the uploads for YouTube. So yeah, I mean, the Loomis thing's going to come back, but
yeah, we don't have anything direct now on tap though. But
well,
one of them involves one of our friends that we're trying to get to do it with us.
Well, yeah,
he's got a couple of really good impersonations that we're trying to use. So.
We also thought about bringing Mark Wahlberg back. And like that.
Batman. We did Mark Wahlberg. That'd be. Yeah. Now with the new audience we have, it'd be really cool to do those again. But the Doctor, and really we gotta do something with Dr. Chalice, man. Because that one video,
I think that would be fun. The super idea would have Dr. Loomis and Dr. Chalice doing like a side-by-side interview with a Michael Myers or Jason or something. But you have to have another actor to do that, or somebody that was willing to play that part. But we'll see what's going to happen.
And again, something we're trying to do. We're still always going to do the Michael Loomis videos, but we're starting to talk about like some new characters and some new things we want to interject. And we're going to be doing some stuff with that too. So look forward for that. Tristan Vargas says, any chance new Child's Play is better than the original? Yeah. I mean, sure, there's a chance. I get a good look at a T-bone by sticking my head up a cow's ass, but you might as well take the butcher's word for it.
Absolutely. If you want me to take a dump in a box and market guaranteed, I will. I got spare time.
But it's possible. I think the only way to make the new Child's Play better than the original is this. If they use the AI format to, if you see in the trailer, there's a moment where the lights are going out and like the city, almost the entire city looks like they're in mass hysteria. If you use it and you take his new abilities and you make a whole line of Chuckies, not because always the thing about Chuckies, man, it's a fucking dog, kick it, right?
Yeah.
But if there's 100 Chuckies, if there's 1,000 Chuckies, if the whole line is going crazy on people and they're controlled by one Chucky, then it's a lot scarier. Or if he uses his abilities to go more wide and do some more fucked up shit, if you can add a new level to it. But the thing is doing something like that takes balls. It takes something edgy and different. And for how the studio got this movie, just going, Halloween worked, let's grab Mancini's property and rush out a fucking remake, it makes me doubt that they are going to do something ballsy and different. So I doubt it, but it could be better.
Who knows? I don't know. I mean, I have hopes for it, but at the same time, Child's Play is kind of like one of those movies that is like catching lightning in a bottle. Like it worked really well for the time and it was really great for what it was, but at the same time, it's really hard to make sequels to that. I know people love the series and they love all that shit. And I get it. I understand completely. I mean, who the fuck doesn't want to see a doll running around chopping people's fucking tendons and their areolas? I get that. However, at the same time, It's a really hard movie to make a series on, but they did. But anyway.
Rovacore says, thank you, by the way, man. Jay doesn't take shots. He gives them to Michael ×6. Mike, your dedication vid is coming along nicely, and I plan on putting it up mid-March, early April. That's right. Rovacore's the one who did that, and I've been meaning to fucking talk about that, man. My bad. He did like a 10-minute long special to Loomis, man. Like all the
yeah, that was fucking
We were
great.
actually sitting, just so you know, we didn't miss that shit. We were sitting at Jay's birthday dinner, and I was showing it to everybody. We didn't have time to sit down and like take it in, but we were showing it to everybody at the table. Like, this shit's great. That's so cool, man. Thank you for doing that. It's so fucking awesome, man. And that's fucking rad, and thank you so fucking much. And Jay, if you guys saw that one video where Loomis was trying to push shots and drinks on Michael, then you know he's a pusher. That's what he is.
It's not a pusher. It's just like, I can't take this shit. I have to work tomorrow. You can take this shit because you're going to be like looking at a wall for 15 years.
Juan Thomas, did you see the unboxing today, man? We finally got your unboxing up on there, by the way. Thank you so much for that. He's the one that said the fucking Spangler, man. The die-cast heavy-ass Spangler.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, man.
And not just that, but dude, those fucking cups, man, I use all the time. The fucking Spider-Man ones. But he said,
Harry Flynn,
who's your favorite?
Do you like gin?
Who's your favorite rock bands?
Ooh, well, I love all music though. It's really hard. Like, I don't really have a specific band that I
just say, okay, Backstreet Boys.
It would be NSYNC, bitch. No, I like Breaking Benjamin a lot. I think that Breaking Benjamin has always been that band that I like. I don't know, man. They make music that are like, it's so fucking epic. It's so cool. Every time they come out with like a new song, it's like, fuck yeah, that could go on to a Batman soundtrack or a fucking Spider-Man soundtrack. It can be used for multiple things. I just think of epicness when I hear Breaking Benjamin. I like Def Leppard. But favorite rock bands, I mean, if I just put on the spot, Breaking Benjamin is probably Blink-182, but that's punk. That's not rock, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, so if those were
punk
three.
Is rock, Jay. Punk is rock.
Well, why don't we just have a toxic shot together?
I'm going to go Menzingers. Blink-182 is my favorite band of all time, as many of you guys know. I love Seether. I like Breaking Benjamin as well. The Menzingers are one of my favorite bands. Bayside's one of my favorite bands. Newfound Glory. I love pop-punk music. Bad Religion, obviously. Jimmy Eat World. I have a lot of Green Day is one of my favorite bands of all time, obviously. You know, anything you can put your dick in.
That's great. Grease it up.
Okay. Adventure Kitty says, Mike, can you say something mean to Jay? Jay, can you do the same to Mike? You smell terrific.
I think your eyes are illusions.
There you go. Where were you? Oh, Johnny Utah asked a deep question. Of course you would, Johnny Utah. Where were you guys on 9/11?
I remember I was actually getting ready for school. I remember, like, I think I was getting ready for school, and I saw some shit happening on the TV, and it was crazy, and it was fucked up, and I went to school, and, you know, obviously, as the events unfolded, in class, they were showing it on the TV, and we didn't really have class that day. That's where I was. Like, I remember in the middle of it, I was getting ready for school, and it was, you know, my parents always had the news.
You were late as fuck for school that day.
No, I mean, no, they had the news. No, I might have been. I don't know. I mean, I had to be at school. Like, I was like there at 9 or something. But I remember it being on the TV.
Good night, Bernie. By the way, Bernie's not feeling good, so everybody give him a
Hi.
Oh, you feel better, man. I was actually in U.S. history class, and we had this teacher named Mr. Riggs, and he was a hardcore motherfucker. He kept a baseball bat next to his desk.
He fucked it up.
The first day of class, he picks it up and he goes,
"You're a communist? Fucking bitch."
He goes, anything crazy happens, I keep whatever the fuck he called that thing next to his desk. And yeah, you didn't fuck with this guy. But we were sitting in his class, and you know, I was in like, I don't remember what grade I was in. I was young and stupid. So we're in class and we're lining up waiting for the bell to go to the next class. And they turned on the TVs. And at this point, you had tube TVs in the corners of all the rooms. And the tube TV comes on and it shows the building and stuff going on. And you know, as kids, you're all like laughing around. You're just using this as an excuse to fuck around. And he all of a sudden just like slams his fist against the wall, man. And he's like, hey, he was like, do you know what this fucking means? Do you know how serious this is? We're going to fucking war, and you little shits are out here laughing and joking around. And we were all like, shit our pants. And we're like, what the fuck?
It was like the recruiting video for Starship Troopers.
It was crazy, dude. And then on the way home, I remember thinking like, this is weird. But on the way home, I was like, we passed in Speedway, and there was just cars just packed into the fucking Speedway. And everybody was getting gas and filling up cans and shit. And I was like, oh shit.
Well, because like everybody, like at that moment, like everybody thought we were like at war. Like this shit was like on our fucking like. I mean, we were in a way, but like I thought another country was attacking us. Like I thought this shit was like a Soviet Union or like I know the Russia or something. Like I don't know. I was like, holy fuck, we're going to war, and I'm too young. I don't even have puberty yet. I mean, it was scary. I mean, I remember it was
not as scary as it would be today, though.
Yeah, it wasn't. Maybe it was scary. It was just more of those like an unsure thing. Like I didn't live in New York, so I didn't like, I didn't have the same kind of like personal connection when that was going down. But it felt like something really massive just happened, and I was on the outskirts of it. But I mean, I knew it was fucking serious. That's kind of how I felt. But that's where I was. I was getting ready for school, so maybe I was late. I don't fucking know.
You were late a lot, so it's no big deal.
Yeah, and Mom fucking made sure to slap me in the face when that happened. So,
but I remember actually watching March Madness that year. They kept cutting to like the shock and awe footage. That shit was fucking nuts too. If that happened today though, like being an adult and like knowing what that could mean, it would have been a lot more scary.
Yeah.
To me. And as a kid, I was like, everything's fine, nothing ever bad happens. It wasn't that scary. But then, man, shit, fuck, that would be nuts if it was today. I missed one that I wanted to see. That I wanted to talk about. What was it? Michelle says, "We love you guys, past, present, and future of Wham. New content, old content, all of it. We support you."
Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you so much.
Michelle,
that's what it's all about.
You're a fucking sweetheart. Thank you so goddamn much. And
you guys loving us from the past is even greater because those were shit dog sandwiches, and we do our best. But they were bad.
They will get you.
You saw our weirdness when we watched our first video. Like it was like one of those like we had the fucking white. Like god damn, what were we thinking?
Winter Maiden Cosplay says, Jay, will you give my 5-year-old daughter Willow a shout out in your Dr. Loomis voice? She's watching with me right now. She freaking loves you.
Okay.
That makes me scared for what we say on here.
It's really cute and it's very humbling. Okay.
Keep it clean.
I know what's going to do. All right.
Willow! I hope you're doing well tonight. You listen to your father. You do what he says. You need to go to bed soon because you need sleep. You know why? Because you're going to be a wizard one day, like the Willow child from the movie Willow. And even if that's not true, I will need an assistant at one time, and it might be you. I believe I need someone to help me with Michael and Jason. And Pumpkinhead, even though his head's like a pumpkin, you know what that's like. Smelly in the inside. Stinky. You gotta clean it out with a knife. Disgusting. Anyway, Willow. I'm glad to have your support. It's been lacking these days from a lot of people because they feel bad for Michael. I don't feel bad for Michael, Willow. And you know why? Because he's a bad person that likes to do bad things. And that's why you and I are going to be like Starsky and Hutch. We're going to hunt down criminals together. And we're going to put Michael away for life.
Stop pointing at me when you say that.
And make fun of him. You see what he says? With his dirty mouth? Willow.
Not him.
Glad to have you here. Now you go to bed and dream about good things. I'll see you soon.
Oh, sweet Jay.
I hope she didn't.
I never had kids. I don't know. Thomas Angelo says, love you guys. Any chance of a birthday shout out from Loomis?
Happy birthday, Thomas Angelo. Go get you some blow and have some sex.
Right after the 5-year-old?
Well, I hope she goes to bed.
Oh, man.
I don't know.
She was probably on her way to her bedroom and then she heard, get some blow.
She thinks
I don't know why you're a wizard.
Get some blow from the Wicked West.
She's thinking about like, blow like winds from Oklahoma and like Kansas. You better don't hear that.
Jay the movie maker says, thank you by the way. Says, hey, just recently became a $3 Patreon. Love you guys bits.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. We got some good videos coming to you guys on the Patreon this month, and thank you very fucking much, man. That Patreon shit really keeps stuff going for us, especially in these weird times of YouTube and the ad shit and all that fucking bullshit. So thank you so fucking much. Someone just said pizza time, and I agree with that. That sounds
great times.
Fucking love it.
Is it pizza time or is it Taco Bell time? Like, where are you guys at right now? Like, okay, is it a strength of drunkenness? Like when you're like pizza time?
It's always pizza time.
No, it is. It's always pizza.
You might have to be drunk enough to just not give a fuck about your
diet. It's like
I don't care today.
It's like like in the Turtles movie. It's like let's go for it. Or is it
a moment to reflect?
Is it like are you super drunk to get Taco Bell? Like where are you at? Like early stages? Is it pizza or is it like no? Okay, no. You know what I'm saying. Okay, so early stages pizza.
Yeah.
You've been drinking like.
Pizza
You're pretty drunk. You're pretty drunk.
Fills you up.
Or is it Taco Bell when you're super drunk?
Taco Bell.
Yeah. So like you can gauge yourself. So if you're already at like the point like I'm getting fucking Taco Bell tonight, like fuck you.
Where does nachos fit in your plan?
Like everywhere.
Yeah.
Like it goes in every crevice.
Yeah, you don't want like mashed potatoes, you know?
Who the fuck would get mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese at KFC?
I'll fucking burn it.
No, it's true though. It's true. If you were hardcore like Gary Busey drunk and you're like, hey, KFC's open 24 hours.
Yeah.
I want to get some sides. You go, it's like I want double macaroni.
KFC drunk.
I want double macaroni.
Greasy,
oh man.
No.
Yeah, but dude,
it's too greasy.
I mean, but if it was 24 hours and you were like, hey man, I get double macaroni, I get mashed potatoes.
You put KFC in the fridge,
potato wedges
when you're hungover the next morning, cold out of the fridge, that's good. But when it's hot and gross and it's got like gristle and shit and it looks like a fucking bird.
No, that's why you do the sides. You do the sides.
I don't know what he wants corn.
Nobody, you don't shit that out.
You don't want corn when you're fucking drunk.
But I'm saying like you could get the macaroni and cheese and the potatoes.
I don't know, man. If I'm drunk, I mean Taco Bell's obviously go-to, but
I mean, what do you guys think? Like, what do you guys? If KFC was 24 hours, would you get that shit?
I Taco Bell. It was funny. I told you this already.
Yeah, it was great.
This is funny shit. I pulled up to the Taco Bell window tonight. I was like, can I get that that rattlesnake that rattlesnake burrito? And my kid in the back seat goes, "Hey, I heard you didn't even like snakes."
I hate snake shots.
I was laughing so hard I couldn't even order the food. It was fucking great. All right. See, Daniel Combs, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Daniel, thank you so much.
Daniel, son, donate, man. That's fucking nice of you. Jordan Whitey says, a lot of love down here in San Antonio. For Wham, one question: do you guys believe in aliens?
I do. For fucking
yeah.
I mean, there's no doubt in my mind. Like, I mean, guys, come on, seriously. There's like in the observable universe, like there's like billions of fucking stars that we can only see, right? Like that's all we can see, and there's tons more than that. There's tons of galaxies. There's tons of Milky Way titty things going on that we can't even comprehend. Of course, there's fucking aliens. Of course, they want to put anal probes in our ass. I mean, of course, there's aliens. I mean, I'm being like legit serious. Like they're aliens.
No, there's aliens, man. There's aliens.
I mean, they're aliens. I don't think it's like a lot of them, but I think that there are a pretty good amount out there. They basically they come down, they look at us like, hey, these motherfuckers are stupid. They drink weird shit like those IPAs.
When I was a kid, man,
I'm not really ready.
I watched Fire in the Sky on HBO when I was a kid, and it fucked my life up when it comes to aliens. For years, we had this long driveway where we'd have to take the trash out on Tuesdays, and I would take the trash out, and I would run back to the house. So I always thought, like, I'm alone outside at night. They'll fucking abduct me and just shit me back out into my bed. And I've always been scared of aliens my entire life. It was so bad at one point after watching Fire in the Sky that I would walk down. We had a window in halfway down our staircase, and I would duck underneath the window and walk by it for fear I would get abducted through my fucking window. Because they had powerful shit, right? Their beams.
Their beams are very powerful.
I believe in aliens so much. I'm scared to fucking death.
But yeah, absolutely, they're aliens. Like, I mean, I don't like, you know, I'm not gonna like go after anybody that says there's no aliens, but like, it's a pretty big universe.
Aliens,
it's a pretty big universe for us to be the center of the fucking existence of life. Like, it's a lot of shit out there, man.
Yeah, you got
a lot of shit out there.
Man. Sutter Gillette, what's up, Sutter? He says, I'm drinking Monster. Yeah, it's good for you. It's good for you. If it's like drinking straight poison piss, but it feels good in your soul. I love drinking Monsters. If Batman, is it carb free, by the way, or is it the green shit or the light blue shit? If Batman and Iron Man would fight, who would win? And can I get a Loomis shout out, please? So why don't you just answer that question as Loomis?
Okay.
Dance, funny man, dance.
If Batman and Iron Man fought, who has the most money?
Mm.
Yes, yes. good goddamn question. Who has the most money to buy security and cheat? I would say, you know what I would say is this. Batman would win in the end because all he would do is throw a batarang at Iron Man's asshole and have a bottle of tequila and Jack Daniels because, you know, he had a drinking habit. You distract him with his drinking problems. Batman wins. And then Jack knifes his fucking foot to his cranial area on Batman wins!
By the way, somebody asked me, how do you get the Loomis? It's just basically like, you know, tearing my voice box out and riding my throat box to do it.
Riding your throat box? That sounds
like-
that sounds nasty.
What hurts?
Hey girl, why don't you rub my throat box?
What doesn't always hurt? Like,
all right, hey boy, why don't you rub my throat box?
Do you want to ride the goddamn lightning? Step on up. I'm
Hey
sure
man, you ever see a porn when them girls cry? I don't get into that. No. Someone said Japan 4. Japan 4. Japan 4. That's a pretty good.
I feel like at 45, we're almost there in 4 minutes.
Oh, is that why you keep?
What?
You keep going. I could feel you going. You gotta take a break. You gotta take a pee pee.
Well, I mean, I can take a pee.
JJ got like.
I was gonna say we'll take 4 minutes. In 4 minutes, we'll take a break. And then, you know, like, we'll have a good time.
All right,
I'll
all
come
right,
back in
all right.
5 minutes.
We're gonna take a quick.
God
break.
damn!
We're gonna take a quick break. Don't get hurt now. It's gonna be all right.
Get your
Just getting
hands
upset.
off the dicks.
All right, quick timeout. We'll be right back.
Well, no, I mean, we can wait till 45 minutes.
Oh, just do it right now, Jay. Just do it right now. You
Okay.
just made it awkward, so just go now.
As I'm drinking out of a fucking goddamn cereal bowl.
We'll be right back, you guys. Hey, if anybody new comes in the chat, like, what the fuck's going on? Let them know we're taking a quick. We're gonna stretch.
Like,
I have to
literally,
wipe.
just for a second.
I have to wipe. Just tell them the truth, man.
I have to use an air freshener on my armpits. I'll be back. Okay. Don't. You fucking gross bitch.
Is that your good luck totem? Hey, my name's Mike. I like to do stuff.
Oh.
Do you? This is some top level shit you guys are getting right now. It's crazy. We are not Jake.
Now you know it's serious. Now you know it's serious. I went over the top. Turn it around.
Will that go backwards?
It's over.
Oh shit! Over the top would be a fun ass commentary.
Have you guys ever seen that movie? Of course you have. You're badass. Of course you've seen that.
Woo! It's cold outside. Eric wants to know: do we like pro wrestling? We like classic pro wrestling for sure.
I used to watch that shit back in the early '90s.
Yeah, the '90s wrestling age
was the best.
Fucking
Yeah,
beautiful.
Big Boss Man. You got $1 Million Man. What was that? What was the $1 Million Man theme song? If there's a price, I can always buy it. Money, 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 you're mine. Ba ba boom, 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 boom.
I actually tried to get my kids into wrestling there for a while. Like I would order like the WrestleManias and shit like that. It's fun, but it's just not the same. They don't have the stars. Like
back in the day, I remember going to like Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, or local GameStop. Our local game or video stop would be Video Selection. My brother and I and Mike actually we rented like the Royal Rumble 1991, 1992 all the fucking time. Would watch those in the basement of my house, like on the VHS, and then watch the whole fucking thing, and we would like get into it, like fuck yeah, like we'd seen it 100 times, but we like we'd never seen it, and then do our own wrestling. Yeah. Whoever got thrown over, like the little,
we would make a bowl, and we would write down all the wrestlers' names, and we would crunch them up, and we would put them in a bowl, and then you would have to drag it, pick it out, and that would be the person you would be. And then we would wrestle, and we'd set up shit. So if you got thrown over this area, then you were out. And then we broke your mom's giant Indian statue.
We broke every Indian statue.
We spent the night trying to super glue it back together so she wouldn't know. And this big Indian statue, we got it glued together, and his face was all cracked, and he was like, he looked like he was from fucking thinner. And we were like, no, dude, it looks good. She won't know. And the next morning, she was like, boys! You got busted so
hard. We would like eating eggs, and mom would make it like, boys, come down here for a minute. She's like, your dad and I didn't work all these years to buy these statues for you to break them. Like, what do you mean?
Oh, man, we missed some super chats in here. So, Daniel Combs, man, thank you. He says, gentlemen, if I send you a NECA Jason mask, would you mind signing it and sending it back? I'll cover postage also. Any thoughts on Lords of Chaos? I'm so fucking happy you mentioned Lords of Chaos. Absolutely, yes. We'll sign.
Yeah, anything you want. We'll sign anything.
That's fucking awesome.
Photoshop of anything you want.
Do me a favor. Do something like when you send it, like just write on the box, like sign and send back, or something like that to let me know that that's what you want it for, so that when we do the unboxing, we'll know. But yeah, we'll fucking do it for sure.
By the way, I'm sorry, I was drinking out of a bottle. You guys didn't see shit.
He said, "Lords of Chaos, man." I'm so glad you mentioned that. That reminds me of the other comment I wanted to do. But Lords of Chaos, man, I cannot wait to fucking watch that. Me and my wife were sitting there trying to find something to watch with the kids last night.
Was it good?
I haven't watched it yet, but I saw that it's up for rent now for $3.99. That story, if you guys ever look into the story behind Lords of Chaos, it's a true fucking story about Norwegian black metal and how it all started. That story is fucking fascinating. I can't wait to watch that shit.
Oh, okay, that's what that is.
We should do a review of that, man.
I thought you were talking about the Rob Zombie bullshit one with
no.
Salem.
Oh, I cannot wait to fucking watch it. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about with the I don't
Salem of Chaos. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, look out for a review for that. We'll definitely do it. Katie Sidebottom, thank you, Katie. She says, "Love your face,
love
guys."
your fucking face. It doesn't matter.
Shit, you are awesome, man. I love your fucking face so much. Bernie, dude, Bernie Gambano. There's two Bernies. This is Bernie Gambano. Dude, you did not have to.
No.
Thank you so fucking much, man. He said tax returns came in. Hell, I wish I could donate more. Dude, that's insane, man. Thank you.
You guys don't have to donate anything, but that's awesome.
I know you guys don't care either way. Anyways, just wondering if you heard of the Masters of the Universe news, and if so, are you excited? What's the news? You should know. That's your shit.
No, I haven't heard. Like, are they remaking it? Like, I know that there was like an idea that there was a possibility that they were going to remake Masters of the Universe, but I just watched this video on YouTube about the top 10 things you didn't know about the original Masters of the Universe 87, and I was fucking fascinated. Like, that's a guilty pleasure. I love that fucking movie. If there's new news about it, I have no idea. That's awesome. Like, let me know.
I know they've been trying to
Can we be friends? Yes, we'll know about that together.
Thank you so fucking much.
Yeah, man, you're awesome.
Trish
the Dish.
Seriously, man. Thank you so much. And now for a super serious question. Fuck, marry, kill. Oh, here we go with the fuck, marry, kills.
Okay.
Zelda from Pet Sematary, Samara from The Ring, and the Nun from The Conjuring.
God damn.
Oh man, I don't remember Zelda though. I don't remember.
Dude,
Zelda.
she's all the spina bifida. I'm like,
Why you feed me?
No, so I'll fuck her for sure because that shit.
no,
Yeah.
it's nasty, dude.
Oh, okay.
It's gross.
You go.
Okay, so fuck, marry, kill. Zelda from Pet Sematary, Samara from The Ring, and the Nun from The Conjuring. Well, you know, I would go ahead and say I'm going to fucking kill.
Fuck and kill.
I'm gonna fucking kill.
No.
I'm gonna kill Zelda. I can't deal with that. Like that's just too much problems right there. That's just no, not dealing with that. You're not gonna yell at me in the middle of the night because you know your spine's out of place. I'm not gonna readjust you. I'm not a chiropractor. I'm gonna marry fucking the nun from The Conjuring because at least that bitch knows how to make a good wholesome breakfast because she's been around for a while.
That's the one line. If you remember any line from this live stream, it's I'm gonna marry because that bitch knows how to make a good breakfast.
Because Samara, if she looks at you, you're dead. Like if she looks at you in the morning, you're dead.
And you're definitely not gonna fuck Samara.
I'm gonna fuck her. She's a kid.
Yeah, you didn't think that one through.
Why? I didn't know.
It's okay. I know you didn't. I'm gonna.
What the fuck? No, okay,
look. I have
like
to
speed up.
Like I have
time.
I have to kill Samara because of the age situation.
I didn't know. I didn't know that.
I don't know the age of Zelda, but that's also a child, right?
No, she's older.
All right. Well, I'm still gonna kill her, and then I'm gonna marry the chick from The Ring. Because
that's bullshit. Because first off, you're gonna marry a kid.
Look, man. No, I mean I'm gonna marry.
Yeah, there
the
you
chick
go.
from the
Now
I'm gonna
you
marry
go. Pocahontas.
I already said I'd kill.
Well, I didn't fucking know. I'm not trying to fucking Charlie Sheen this. I'm not trying to Charlie Sheen this shit. I don't know.
I'm gonna marry the chick.
I got tiger's blood
just out of pure necessity because I can't fuck or marry you know one of the.
I didn't know that she was
someone who's not of age. So I'm gonna marry the lady from the Nun. You know, because you know I would have fucked her.
I said I was gonna marry the nun girl,
but because she, you know, I would marry. Yeah, she probably makes good chicken and dumplings.
She's got that religious touch. This is bullshit. I got set the fuck up,
dude. I wasn't trying to. I
know, but I feel like any second,
like
Chris Hansen's gonna walk in and be like, "You're gonna fuck Samara."
Brandon Gregory wants to know why is James Shoot Courtney such a sexual man? He is
a very attractive man. For something like he looks like a guy that would take you on a vineyard tour. Like and show you all the favorite wines that you never knew existed, and you'd be like, you know what? By the way, I played Michael Myers in the new 2018 Halloween. You're like, yeah, I don't even care right now. I'm lost in your compassionate person.
The film, thank you. It says thoughts on Chris Hemsworth playing Hulk Hogan in the upcoming biopic.
I'm fucking down with that.
What?
I am. Yes,
Todd Phillips, man, is just like killing.
Because
shit.
Here's the thing. There was like a fan art edit. I saw this on Facebook or something, and it was like Chris Hemsworth, and he had like the Hulkamania thing, and it was like brother or something. I was like, "Fuck, dude, that's amazing." I would, yes,
I can't wait to see him do that.
Yes, I would. I am so down for that. Yeah,
there's no part of me that's like, "Oh, this shit's gonna suck." Like I'm like, I want to see how he does it.
I am into
that's gonna be fucking fascinating. Shit, like
when he got like punched up a bunch of them, you're like.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god, it's Chris Hemsworth.
Do you think though that they'll go full biopic? Like they'll go into his after years where like the sex scandal and all that shit like that?
I don't think they're gonna hold back. I think that the whole idea behind telling the story of Hulk Hogan, I don't think they're gonna disrespect him. You know what I mean? Like I think they're gonna tell the story the way that it needs to be told. I don't think they're making this film to poke fun at what Hulkamania was and what Hulk Hogan, how much he meant to people. Because Hulk Hogan meant a lot to people that grew up in those times, and even today still means a lot to their childhood. I don't think they're gonna take a shit on that. I think it's gonna show the real man, and kind of explore that. I
want to see it.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be great.
Brandon Gillette, thank you so much, man. Or Goulet, I don't know how you say your name, but thank you so fucking much for sure. Let's see. Michael Myers 67, thank you. He says, "Where's my goddamn goldfish?"
I'm goddamn layaway at Walmart. Get a job. What do you want?
Daniel Combs says, "Thank you so much."
Oh man,
Jay.
you're welcome. Like no problem. Anytime you want. Anytime. I'm always here.
And someone asked a question earlier. I think it was one of the super chats that we missed. Talking about my idea, and I don't think I've ever shared this with you, so this is perfect.
Cool.
This is perfect time.
Can't wait. Stop.
This is the perfect time for us to talk about it, Jay. My idea for Halloween Resurrection. I wrote an article, by the way. I do writing shit, guys, on a Medium account, medium.com/@WeWatchTheMovie, where I do all sorts of writing shit. Some of it ties directly into the videos we do on the channel. But one of them was the top 10 sequel ideas I would like to see of a Halloween movie, and one of them was
Power Rangers.
How to do a sequel for Halloween Resurrection was one of my ideas.
Ooh,
and this is my idea.
a hard one.
Now, I want to know your thoughts on this, because we haven't actually talked about it.
Okay.
So, my ideas for a Halloween 9, one of my ideas for Halloween 9 is that Michael wakes up at the end of Halloween Resurrection. His eyes open up, right? Just like the movie ends. But you've got two settings in this movie. He wakes up in the morgue, and he slowly kills off the people in the morgue one by one.
Does he wake up feeling like P. Diddy?
Yeah, absolutely. We go nowhere. But he kills everybody in the morgue, right? And then, but the law enforcement gets called in, and they kill him, like they fucking kill him.
No.
And now this time they chain him to a fucking table, and they wait like 3 or 4 days.
Well, you said they killed him.
Well, however you want to make that.
They laid him out.
The first half of the movie is him killing off characters in the morgue, and then the law enforcement gets called. You get a scene like you get in Jason Goes to Hell, where the law enforcement shows up.
At the very beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
so they
cool.
chain him to a table, and this time they wait like a week to make sure he's dead. Like he hasn't breathed, he hasn't moved in a week. Okay, he's dead. So then you've got this new politician named Lonnie, who's an asshole politician, like in Jaws, and he says, you know what I want to do? I want to have a funeral for Michael Myers, and I want to put him on display for everybody in Haddonfield. I want to have a public funeral. We're going to put Michael Myers in a casket in an open forum for people to come, for all of his victims to come, and I want the town to know that we're the ones who stopped him. We fucking killed him. It's over. It's dead. And he's doing this because he's an asshole, because it's Lonnie, right? But what happens is, this is a batshit crazy idea. Everybody's there. All of his victims' families, all these people are there. And all of a sudden, the lights go out. Michael's in a casket for everybody, like they used to do back in the day, like in the Westerns, they would parade someone's dead body around town.
Right.
The lights go out. Michael raises from the casket. And all of a sudden, the members of Cult of Thorn show up, and they lock the fucking doors and kill the power. They lock all these people inside with Michael. Michael raises up from the casket. And that's your fucking, that's the second half of the movie right there. That is what I would love to see for a Halloween 9. It would be
I'd be down with it. I'd be down with that. Especially if you're not going to put a lot, the only thing is like putting that Thorn thing on again, because they already
Thorn is an extra.
Well, they already abandoned it after 6, and at this point we're only at 8.
And technically, Thorn's not in that timeline. But if you threw it in there, it would be nuts, But okay, even if you didn't do Thorn, the lights go out. Michael traps all these people in this funeral home, and the whole second half of the movie takes place in this funeral home with Michael chasing around characters and killing people. Strobe light scenes, all mass fucking death. It'd be fucking nuts.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'd be down with that. I'd be completely happy with it. Here's the thing, though. What if Michael Myers, after he wakes up in the morgue, he does a disappearing act like he did in Halloween 4, right? He crawls him, he kills the nurse or the morgue person that was working on him. He crawls out into the street. He kind of, I don't know, because he's all fucked up, he goes the sewer route. Like he goes into a sewer drain or something. And then we kind of have a nod to Halloween 5 in this way, because he floats down the river and not that he gets rescued, but just that he kind of floats down the river, kind of gets stuck on a rock, kind of lays there for a while. Nobody finds him.
Kevin Bacon shows up, and it's the River Wild 2 Cloverfield sequel.
No, he gets and then Kevin Bacon offers him a job at a fucking factory. But no,
but you can't dance.
No, he lays there, and then he dies. But then you find out that it wasn't Michael.
Who was it?
It was just a guy. No, I don't know. Like your idea, I would have to think. Like that's a good idea. Like I mean, you'd have to think about that. Like I mean, and that would work. I mean, I guess in the timeline that we're talking about right now, like, we're not trying to make anything super serious, and we're just trying to have a good time with it and try to pull in what we can and try to we can't, because I was gonna say what would be really cool to put it over the top is to bring Jamie back in, but Jamie's dead at this point.
Well, here's another idea I had for that too. Is actually, if you didn't want to go that route, Michael's eyes open up. He kills everybody in the morgue the same way. But in the second half of the movie, check this out. Michael goes after, because this is in the H2O timeline, right? Because it's Halloween 8.
Yeah,
Michael goes after Josh Hartnett's character. Yeah. Josh Hartnett's character at this point has moved away. He's moved far north. Now remember this.
Alaska.
He moves far north. Maybe it's Alaska, maybe it's wherever, Minnesota, whatever. He moves far north. He wants to get away from all of it. He's raising a family, right? He's doing his own thing. Michael, still in the familial storyline, finds him, tracks him down, and then you get Michael up against Josh Hartnett's character and trying to kill his family and finish the story in the snow. You get Michael with the backdrop of the snow, a follow-up to H8. That's beautiful. I would love to see that as well.
Yeah, you could have you could throw in the PTSD that Josh Hartnett was probably suffering at this point. Kind of like a nod again, like I said, a nod to H4. This will be a nod to H2O. That he was suffering the same kind of fucking, like thinking about his mom and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, I'd have a final climactic showdown. But of course, Michael wins. Michael always wins. But
right, no, and another idea I thought if they do the Josh Hartnett thing, and I'll cut this short here, but if you tie in, you take the Halloween Return script, but you bring Josh Hartnett showing up to watch Michael on death row, and then at the end he kills Josh Hartnett, and Josh Hartnett's blood he writes on the wall, "This town will be never safe again." Same thing as Halloween Returns, only use Josh Hartnett and the H2O storyline to make Halloween.
I know that we've done this. We've done the script review for it. I know we did, but I always like the idea of having Michael at this point in his career being captured and was like sitting in a jail cell, rocking back and forth for a while in a mental asylum. Again, he's got captured, and like people are like gathered, like he's a circus freak. Like they all want to see him die, right? They want to see him thrown in an electric chair, and they're like, "Well, okay, we're gonna do that." And then like that one fucking script, dude, that we reviewed was so fucking good.
Halloween Returns.
Yeah, when he was like walking and he was talking to Michael, it wasn't Dr. Loomis, even though I would have been perfectly happy if it was Dr. Loomis. It was another guy, and he was talking to Michael through the bars, talking to him about, is there any regrets? Like, what are you? And and Michael just sitting there and never fucking. And they always kept his face in shadow and shit. And they're sitting in that fucking jail cell, waiting on his execution, and then breaking out after seeing that girl. And he has this weird. Dude, that scene in that fucking movie was
replace the girl with Josh Hartnett.
Yeah, but dude, that scene was so fucking good. Like the way that those guys wrote that. Like when Michael is in the chair getting ready to be either electrocuted or lethal injection, and he looks down and he sees that girl, and this surge of energy comes up through him, and he like they say that the poison comes up through his veins and pops out of his system, like he's forcing it out. He's like, I'm not done yet. The pre-workout just kicked in. And like, and fucking, rising up to fuck that up. Like, dude,
I think what we should do, man, it was funny because we were doing a video. If you guys watched one of the most recent videos, we were talking, and it was like, someone said, marry, fuck, kill, Michael, Pinhead, Jason. And we were like, okay, well, let's save that and let's make a whole video.
You want to do it now?
No, right now. But I was saying with this idea, I would like to take that idea of the 10 Halloween sequels, because this is fun. This is fun as fuck. I like doing this. Let's make that a video. Actually, let's take those sequel ideas and play off each other in a video and talk about what we'd actually like to see, because that'd be cool as fuck.
Well, I mean, I'm not really the guy that you would want to go to for plot overall idea. I mean, I guess I could come up with some stuff, but like if you're gonna like scenes and stuff, like specific scenes, like hey, that would fucking work really well. But the overall arch, like maybe I'm not the guy to go to, but. I don't know. I could surprise things.
Built in, ready to go. Let me just play these ideas off you.
Yeah.
Turn on the camera and let them go.
Let's find out together.
Hector Rodriguez says, guys, it's Hector. What do you think, Tony? Why do you think Toni Collette was not was not Oscar nominated for Hereditary? She was awesome and gave a superb performance.
I agree with you 100%. I think it's because there has always been this stigma at the Oscars about horror movies and anything comic book related movies. They don't like it if there's a powerful performance coming from either genre. And Toni Collette gave an amazing performance, and she was great, and she deserved at least, a nod in that direction, and they didn't even give a fuck. Like, I don't know. I think it's because horror movies are, it's kind of like that thing, like people that are smokers. If you're a smoker, and you're like hanging out of a store or whatever, you're smoking a cigarette, waiting for your significant other to finish up getting diapers or something, or from work, and you're just smoking a cigarette. People like avoid you like the plague. They're like, fuck, there is, like, goddamn. Stinky motherfucker. Even though you're trying to be polite, you're like, sorry. Hey, I hope you have a great Christmas. And they're like, fuck him. I'm Jewish. But you know, you're like that alienated person. To me, that's what the Oscars feel towards horror or comic book movies specifically. It's very like, ooh, God, I'm not gonna fucking associate myself with that shit because that's not art. That's just fucking bullshit. Like they're just trying to make people's nipples run. Like what? Like, but I really don't think the Oscars or the Academies or any of they don't watch movies for real. Like I don't think that most of them watch the movies that win. Like I think that they just fucking vote on a movie that's popular at the time and what's politically correct to vote on sometimes, and they just fucking do it. Like they don't even fucking watch the movies. Toni Collette should have won, I think, personally, for Best Actress. I didn't see a fucking movie that came out, not a fucking movie that came out that was everybody got to see. It wasn't like a tiny collective part of us. Everybody got to see. There was not one actress or one actor that did a better job than what she did. Not one.
No, she was great.
Not one.
I mean, if she doesn't win, she doesn't win, but she at least deserved.
She deserved a nomination. Yeah.
You know, and Toni Collette's the kind of actress that would get a nomination. You know, if she was in any other movie, it's just a fucking joke, dude. The whole thing's a joke. I actually used to watch, even though I had my feelings, but I used to watch and I used to try to watch the movies that were involved with it. And this year was the final year where I just went, you know what? Fuck this shit. This is not a representative of what the people see. This is not a representative of what, fuck horror. It's not a representative of what people watch. Half these movies haven't come out yet wide. They're all indie releases that half the people haven't even had the fucking chance to see. It's a bullshit award.
It's
and you don't want to do like the People's Choice Awards because like the year Twilight came out,
yeah,
it would have won. I get that, but dude, these people don't fucking have a pulse on regular everyday people. I just stopped watching, man. I just stopped caring.
I actually haven't watched the Academy Awards or the Oscars.
I used to every year.
Like I haven't watched those in years because I figured out early on it's all a fucking political game and it's all about like who you fucking grease the palms with and who the fuck is who. Like I mean it's a goddamn joke.
Laura asked a question that we have to fucking answer because it's near and dear to my heart. I think I know the answer, but Blink-182 with Tom or with Matt? It's crazy, man, because look,
we literally just talked about this off camera like last week. Yeah, but
thing is, with Blink-182 with Tom, when Tom was happy and Tom was into Blink-182, it was the best Blink-182 that Blink-182 beat. Now, Alkaline Trio is right there with Blink as one of my favorite. I mean, I have a fucking tattoo, which is Matt Skiba's original band. It's one of my favorite bands of all time. Blink-182 with Tom, when Tom loved the band and it was what he wanted to be doing, it was the height of music for me. It was the funnest shit. Like they would make jokes on stage. It was a comedic show plus a punk rock show. It was the perfection of everything. But Tom, who he is today, absolutely fucking Matt instead. Absolutely, Matt sings the songs better. He cares about the songs better. He cares about the band better. He actually gives a shit. And what makes me so fucking mad is if you see Mark post anything, Mark Hobbs, about the band, there's constant comments underneath. And they're like, oh, fuck you. What about Tom? Fuck you. Bring Tom back. Or Matt posted anything. Fuck you. Bring Tom back. And I always want to scream at these people. I'm like, dude, Tom left the band. Tom doesn't want Blink-182 to continue. And that's okay. Let him do his own thing. But Mark just wants Blink-182 to continue. And Matt's helping with that. Why shit on them? If you want to shit on someone because Blink doesn't have Tom in it, go shit on Tom for it because he's the reason that Tom's not in the band anymore. That shit makes me fucking crazy, but I love Tom. I support Tom and everything that he does. But for today's world, it's definitely Matt for me.
I'm going to go with, I wish Sammy Hagar came on board earlier.
Oh, yeah. You got to get Roth in there.
I mean, I'm going to be serious. God, dude, it's really fucking hard because Mike showed me some clips of Matt like playing and like singing, and like there was a comparison what Tom was doing back at the later stages of Blink, and he was fucking things up. Like it felt like Tom just didn't care anymore. You know what I mean? Like I love Tom. Like if Tom was the old Tom and he was doing things like he used to do and giving a shit with the band and you know, just being there wholeheartedly as they were on the live shows, you know, because people pay money for that shit, right? I mean, if you were a guest at their concert, I'm not doing Disney World, but if you were there as
welcome to the Cash Parade,
goddamn, welcome up. Get your nipples sucked by the bell from Beauty and the Beast. But I mean, you're a guest and you paid the money to be there, and you're expecting this really cool thing from Tom DeLonge and Mark Hoppus and Travis Barker, and you get this substandard bullshit, and that's what he delivers. He delivers in a lot of the later live videos that I saw.
I'm gonna bet every year.
Yeah, I mean that's funny and that's cool if you were just doing that as a one-off, but like you're trying to like it almost felt like he was intentionally trying to sabotage their songs. Like he was intentionally trying to fuck up their songs for no other reason than either he was salty as fuck against Mark or Travis, or he just didn't care anymore.
Yeah.
And I think it was more the latter. I just don't think he cared to, you know, do the songs the way that they were meant to be. You bring this other dude in and he's like, hey, you know what? I love this band. I love the songs. I grew up with the stuff. I think they're great. I'm going to do the best I can. And he's excited to do it.
California was a great album.
Yeah, I have no problems with Tom like exploring goddamn UFOs and butt plugs and whatever the fuck he's exploring with grease on his nipples. Like that's great. I'm 100% behind that. But don't be an asshole and fucking come out on Twitter or fucking Instagram every 5 minutes and have something negative to say against Mark Hoppus or Travis or the band because you're a bitch in your fucking hole in New York and you don't want to come out and say, you know what, I'm just not really into the music anymore. Like that's why I'm taking a break. You're a bitch. You're being a whore, and you're fucking being like, hey, I'm gonna collect money. I'm gonna collect this. I'm gonna collect that. I'm gonna collect this. And I don't have to do anything except sit back here and say I like aliens. That's a shitty thing to do. And as a friend and as a fucking bandmate, you should know better. And that's what I'll say about it. I like Tom. I think Tom's fucking hilarious, and I think Tom's vocals are great. But at the same time, he's being a bitch. And I don't think anybody else in the world will say, oh, he's not. Like, no, I mean, it's Mark and Travis. Are you serious? Boxcar Racer, Angels and Airwaves, sabotaging shows literally on fucking live like events. I don't know how there's a fucking debate here, but so in a dream world it'd be Tom, Mark, and Travis again, but in the reality it's Mark, Travis, and Matt.
And Matt's doing a fucking hell of a job, man. And Alkaline Trio is one of the greatest bands of all time. That's all I have to say about that. But Daniel Combs asks, thank you, by the way, man. He said, Mike, I'm super curious. What is the hardest part about your newfound journalistic career? Is it different from being for Wham? Do you have restrictions?
You say cock.
I don't, it's not even a career, man. It's weird. Years ago, I started writing, some of you guys will find this fucking hilarious. Years ago, I started writing for a Smosno website. This is when we were way back.
I remember that. Yeah.
I started writing news stories for a Smosno website, and it was going great, and it worked with the guys great and everything, and they liked it. It was all good and stuff. And I had something happen in my life that was pretty rough for me. And if you guys remember, at one point in the channel, if you watch the Halloween Stan skit, we did a skit on Halloween with Stan, the skeleton. And it was the last video we posted for several months.
A lot of bad
shit. It's the only time we've ever done this. And, we stopped posting for several months. And I was going through a really hard time. And the channel was small then. So, not a lot of people noticed, It's crazy because when it came back, so many people just came right back. And they were like, oh, my God, this is awesome.
That was amazing, though. Yeah.
But when that happened to me, a lot of people – I didn't just stop the channel. I stopped writing too, and I stopped writing for the Smosno. And I don't know, how that went or whatever. But eventually, the guy that I wrote for, who works for Collider now, he's like an main editor for Collider, came back to me and he was like, "Hey, you did great, for me back then." And he's a really super fucking sweet guy. He's a really nice guy. He's like, "Do you want to write for this news site called Geek Nation?" So I wrote for them for a while. And then this was a couple years ago too, but this was while my wife was pregnant with our second kid. And I wrote for them and I worked really hard for them. And then the company he worked for, he ended up leaving. When the Smos went to Collider, he went with them to Collider. And he called me and he was really sweet about it. He's a really nice guy about it. He's like, "I'm leaving, you can do what you want, whatever." And I stayed with the site and the site fucked me over and they didn't pay me a lot of money that they owed me for a while. We had a fight. They eventually paid me, which was cool. And I'm glad about that. But the whole thing jaded me for a little while. I didn't write, and now I just write on Medium. It's not actually it's not a journalistic career. I just write because I love it. And eventually this ties back into Wham, because the whole idea I have for Wham is to take this and make it a media company where it's not just videos. It's written material. It's a full-on news website. It's full-on podcast, videos, everything. Bringing new people in, making a whole big fucking deal. Not just out of movie shit, but the whole idea we have about not giving a fuck and saying what we want.
I don't give a shit.
Being us. My whole plan for this is to make it a website, to make a fuck, we don't have to rely on YouTube. We don't have to rely on this. Bring other people in, hire people, do all that shit. And once we can quit our day jobs, that can finally become a reality. And every day we work hard towards making that a reality and making that happen.
And it will happen soon.
But for right now, no, I just write out of love, man. So I can say whatever the fuck I want to say.
You know what? I read one of your articles once, and it said "The Beef with the Industry" by Mike Holt, and I got wet.
You did. I saw it. You got wet. I watched it. I was like, "You're getting wet."
I mean, like, I'm having a baby
right now. But I love writing. I love it. I do. It's for someone who has ADD like me. To get my thoughts on a paper. When I was in a band, I couldn't sing for shit, but I could write really great songs. I could never sing, but I would write really great songs, and I could always write, and that's translated to movies. And I feel like it's something I'm good at.
I've been proud of as fucking Mike. Like I see him. Like I mean, I don't really follow. I'm not really a social media guy. I don't really jump on Twitter or Instagram. I don't have any of that shit. And even Facebook, I'm still. I'm not really there, but I do my best. I have a hard time putting my thoughts on paper. Like I have ideas, like I have moments that I want to put on paper and like, oh, this would be great, that would be great, but I can't focus my shit. Mike's we both suffer from the same shit. Mike's been able to focus his shit there, and it's great, and that's amazing, and I'm proud as fuck with Mike, and he keeps doing amazing things, and that's awesome, man. I've always respected the fuck out of that, and like I don't know, man. Like
you and all 12 people who read it.
I read the title. I can't really keep focus on most. I read comic books. They were like little panels, but nonetheless, I'm proud as fuck of him. And yeah, I mean, and you guys that read his shit, like that's awesome, and I love that shit too. So
it's all something I want to tie back into the channel. It's not even a separate thing. I want to bring it all into one. But yeah, no, if you guys are interested in that, man, it's medium.com/@WeWatchTheMovie. You can find our articles there. I post. If you follow us on Twitter, I post my articles on there all the time. So just follow us on Twitter @WeWatchTheMovie.
And that'd be cool. I mean, eventually, like what I envisioned one day, like, and you said it, like to have a multimedia thing. You know what I mean? Like we'll talk about movies, we'll talk about news, we'll talk about video games, we'll talk about like this or that. And we'll have a journalistic side to it. We'll have all sorts of different mediums that we can all come together and like love and enjoy and be a part of. And like that's what it's all about. And Mike's got the gift of the pen, and in this particular instance, so. That's fucking awesome, and we have that there. So
it's just with my ADD, I love writing, and I feel like I'm good at it. I don't mean that in a cocky way. I don't say that about a lot of things. I feel like I'm good at it, but it's one of those things. It takes me a long time. It takes me a long time to do. So with the channel, it's like my main fucking focus with this shit. So that's something I do on the side. So sometimes it goes good, and then it's gone for a while, and it goes good. But again, we're hoping to tie all that shit together. And dude, Daniel, thank you for asking that question, man. That touches my heart.
That's really nice.
Interested in that.
That's really nice of you.
Anybody that does that, it means because it's a dead medium anyway. Not a lot of people read. So, but thank you. Sean Davis says, "Hey, hi, I'm Chris." He says, "Hi, I'm Chris Hansen. Jay, we are waiting for you outside. Please don't run. We would have fucked Zelda." You're not Chris Hansen. Yes, I am. No, you're not. No, you're not. You want some pizza? You want some pizza?
Hey, so Chris Hansen, suck a dick.
So why did you bring condoms and cookies to this meeting, Jay?
Because I was thinking that maybe the condoms would add some kind of lubricant if the cookies were too rough when she was eating them.
Corey Allen says, sometimes they come back. Thoughts? Remake needed?
You could
do that.
I mean, you could. Yeah, it'd be all right. I mean, I think that sometimes. Like I don't know what Stephen King has in works. I have no idea what he has in store for us. But yeah, sometimes they come back. Would be a decent remake. But at the same time, is it needed? God damn, that's like asking, do you want to get a root canal? Maybe, because my tooth is looking pretty grody. It's looking like fucking I don't know, Busta Rhymes' career at this point.
Hey, look, everybody's here, and I gotta say really quick. I think that's a good idea. I think that's one of those movies like with the Stephen King, with it going so well.
Have you ever seen? You've seen sometimes they come back.
Yeah, no, with it going so well though, I think you could do that, and if you promote it right
in the 50s, I don't know. I mean, here's an idea. Don't do it in the 50s. Do it in the 80s or the 90s. Do it in the 90s, dude. Yeah. Sometimes they come back and do it in the 90s, like a guy that
records.
Do it like those kind of guys, and then come back. Fuck yeah, I like that. I
Listen,
like where your fucking face is at.
Jay, there's 213 people in here right now, and we're all having a good time.
That's great, Mike.
The chat's nearing its end somewhat. We'll go a little bit over, but it's somewhat nearing its end, and I want to do something special for you. Let's have a. You guys didn't get to experience Jay's birthday with us.
We're not doing that. We're not
and
doing Mike.
I want to invite you to experience it with us. So I have these. These are Jello shots.
I feel like
April,
I'm having a goddamn fucking.
Let's do some Jello shots.
Nope.
Of all the shots you took,
I'm not doing that.
they're
Dude.
at that shot. They're at that shot.
What the fuck, dude?
No, they're great. No, you got it right.
They smell great.
You got a
It smells like watermelon.
Yeah, they're delicious, man. Let's do a Jello shot with the people. Watermelon flavored Jello shots, courtesy of April. Yeah, you got. Let me show you how to do it. Have you ever done a Jello shot?
Yeah, I have.
Yep.
I'm fine.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not as good at first, bitch.
All
Don't
right.
put.
What you got to do? You got.
No, that's bull. Like
No,
I do.
you
Like,
gotta rub
I
it
do-
around.
I'll do it like I.
You got to loosen it up first.
No, I just. I
Loosen
just
up
suck
first.
it in.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
Cheers, my friend. To you guys. We love you.
Okay, I'm done. Sounds so good.
Did you do it?
No, I couldn't get it out.
Because you did your thing.
I'm fucking.
Oh, God.
With the face. God damn. Like it.
There's fucking vodka in that bitch. Dude, there's fucking vodka in that, dude.
What'd you think was it? Fucking Kool-Aid?
Oh. It's morphin' time.
Dude, that shit's strong.
Oh.
Give me another one.
You want another one?
It's
Are
watermelon.
you sure? This is what happens, guys. This.
I want another one.
All right, one more for them. This is for you guys.
You gonna do
Tony actually, he wants to see Dan and Harris come back to Halloween. I have a
Oh,
couple
that'd be
ideas
nice.
for that.
Are you
in
gonna
the same
are you
article?
gonna do another one?
Yeah, I'll do one with you, man. I'm not gonna let you go alone.
So you loosen it up like that,
Yeah, you loosen it up.
and you put it in your mouth like Bill Cosby.
Yep. Ready?
Yep.
Cheers. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I eating that shit. You shouldn't eat that shit. No, you shouldn't eat that shit, Mike. You shouldn't eat that shit, Mike. Dude, no, fucking.
Oh my God! Are you seeing?
Oh God, dude, you shouldn't eat that shit, Mike. It's in my tooth. It's in my tooth. Oh God, damn. Oh, dude, it's in there. No,
It's just Jello.
no, dude, it's in my fucking tooth.
Isabel, thank you so much, Isabel.
Hey.
Isabel says, not in dollars, but you're worth every dime. Always supportive in good times and in not so good times. Still doing my heart test. I have one left to do, but no results yet. Always trying to stay positive. Thank you.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Um,
Like, I hope it's going great. Like, I hope it gets great.
Isabel, we've talked about this, and you know the past fucking month. I think this is what actually brought this conversation up, is all the fucking hospital visits I was having all the crazy shit going on. I fucking know what you're going. I don't know what you're going through.
Yeah,
What you're going through is a whole nother thing. I just know that I sympathize with it, and I think it fucking sucks. And I'm inspired by you. You inspire me because you have such a good fucking attitude all the time, and you're such a nice person. And God damn it, I really, truly, genuinely hope that all that shit works out and it comes clear, and you don't have to do that shit anymore as soon as possible. And we love you. That's all I can say.
I love you,
You
Isabel.
always have our positive thoughts.
You know, look, you're gonna get through it, and you're gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be fine.
Because you're a fucking badass.
Yeah,
That's why.
and don't worry about it. Like, I know that you'll have those days or those moments or those evenings when you're alone and you're like, fuck, I don't know. You're gonna be just a-okay. And you remember this, okay? And I don't know. You might not do this, and I hope you do though. When you're feeling fucking low and you're feeling depressed, you do what I do, okay? You put on drama. Okay.
That's not the name of the song, is it?
Well, I don't know.
Are you talking about the song from Nightmare where he's
Yeah.
like, I'll do anything.
It's drama, anything.
Yeah, that's a good song. That's a
Put
good
that
song.
on and fuck it.
But
Fuck anything that you're going through. That song puts you in a better mood. So,
Yeah. Bottom line, though,
but we are like,
you're
yeah.
inspiring. Your attitude with all the shit you have to deal with health and it's bullshit that you do, but you're inspiring, and we love you. That's all I gotta say. And fucking keep being awesome. Diane S asks, Jay, did you get your birthday card?
I did. And Diane, wow. So did Diana. Oh, yeah, it was great. I loved it. Thank you so much. It's an amazing thing, and I can't believe that you guys exist. That you guys would throw those kind of cards out to my face, and like I could read those. Yeah, Diane, I got it. I'm glad things are looking up a little bit in your corner, and I hope they continue to look up. I know it's a little rough right now, and as things are, they will continue to be a little rough, but eventually there's a light on the horizon. So hang your head up high, because things are going to get fucking great.
Fucking yeah. Kiara. No, just Kara. Kara Poole says, thank you, Kara. Would you prefer to be killed out of the big three? Who would you prefer to be killed by out of the big three, and what would your last words be? Jello shots working on you?
Yeah, they're getting
going inside of your Ganges.
Shit, I'm a projectile vomit on that fucking bear over there.
Here we go.
No, I would be killed by Jason. I would want to be decapitated. And right before I got decapitated, as the words left my mouth, like, he sliced my shit and it went, I'd be like, panties are great. And then I would projectile vomit into his face as I was going out.
Can you vomit while you're decapitated?
No, because the vomit and the shit would already be rising to my gut hole.
If it was in your throat
yeah, it was already there. Because as soon as I turned, like, it would be instant, dude. It'd be like time travel.
Like, the one person you would not want to be killed by is Pinhead.
Freddy.
No,
she said the big three.
Oh yeah,
Freddie, Michael, or Jason. So Freddie would be the worst because you're still asleep.
Yeah. But if it were true,
and you would shit your pants when you died, and you'd be wake up, and it would just look like you shit your pants and have a heart attack.
Yeah,
that'd be the worst.
I would go with. Yeah, it really doesn't even matter. It really doesn't even matter.
Really, Jason and Michael. Like, what would you want?
It depends on which.
Michael could be kind of like caring in a way. I guess he could break your neck, like, kind of push you. But Jason can be fucking cool too.
Yeah, Michael's gonna take your shit and make it.
But Freddy's like fucking. He's gonna make you a sport.
I'm gonna go with Michael because at least when Michael kills you, he's gonna make you into an art piece.
I don't think so.
And art lasts forever,
possibly.
But
Jason does that too.
Now Jason just fucking
he maims
you.
No, Jason has made art pieces.
Name one art piece, Jason.
Friday was it 6? He's made art pieces.
I mean, he pushed that dude's face into the trailer.
And then what about the guy in the remake?
What
about the remake when he like fucking let the guy like hang out on the stump?
I thought not really an art piece though. Michael takes you and contorts you into art. At least you'll be art when it's done.
I don't know. Either way.
Yeah, you pick and choose your pull. That's a great question, Kara. Anthony T, thank you, man. Thank you so very fucking much. Oh man! Someone said Jello shot.
Jello.
All right, so we're nearing the very end of the live stream. As Jello shots will do.
Don't blame it on me, bitch. Like,
I didn't say Jay. I said Jello shots. You fucking homemaker.
I'm ready to do like 3 hours. 3 hours with 2 fingers.
Oh, we got a comment in all non-English. I don't know what that says.
Thank you.
And someone was asking earlier, and they asked like 6 times, so we didn't get to answer.
Brandon Goulet says, my wife gets upset at me for making her smell my finger. She would. Yeah, she would.
Someone was asking earlier a bunch, and I didn't get to it, but they were asking, Happy Death Day to you. What did you guys think about it? We didn't get to see it.
I haven't seen it.
But good news on the horizon is that we're reworking our schedule as a shooting channel. Jay's trying to rework his work schedule.
It's gonna be rough for me, guys. Either it's gonna go great, and I maintain a part-time job, or it's gonna go horribly, and I have no job, and then just the channel. But either way, it's gonna be great, 1000%. Yeah, because what we're gonna try to do is to bring you guys more content. At this point, we both feel like. I don't know. Like it feels we need to bring you guys more content. Like we have that already in us. You know what I mean? We get to meet once a week, and we have all that shit stored up in us, and we get to meet once a week, and we try to do as best we can and give you guys the content that we want. But it's not the level of content that what we need to give you.
No.
In this scenario, if I get the schedule to go through. We're going to be able to give you guys double the content at the better value. And that's what we're going for, and that's what you guys deserve, and we're gonna keep doing that. So yeah,
and that's the whole idea, man. Is that look? Here's the thing. We were shooting every single Wednesday and Saturday night, like every single Wednesday and Saturday night. I work third shift. I work midnight to 8 a.m. Monday through Friday, and then it's all the overtime that comes with that or whatever. So what we were doing was we were shooting every Wednesday day. I'd get off work at 8 a.m. and then we'd shoot until like 4 p.m. Then I'd try to go to sleep, and then we'd go to work. And then on Saturday nights, which is the only like clear night and a half off, we would try to shoot again. And then when all that shit happened with me, it was like literally, my doctor was like, you need to take a fucking break. Like, you need to fucking get some sleep. So we try to back off of that a little bit and shoot once a week. So Jay's going to try to be a bro and fucking help me out and help us out.
Yeah, my bro.
And
we're going to ride that wave together, bitch.
He's going to help us out and try to get 2 days off a week so we can shoot during the week. So that only night of sleep I get at night, I'm going to be able to keep getting. And we're going to do that. And we're going to do that night. But this is the whole thing, man. This is the whole thing, guys. We're not that far. Like, we're not that fucking far, man. Like, we're not there, but we're not that fucking far from being able to do this full time. So once we get to the point where we can do this full time, this is going to become real shit, and it's going to fucking scope you like a 360.
You guys are going to be amazed.
However we get there, we're going to keep fighting to get there. We're going to make that happen, and we're going to try to turn our passion into our career. And it's not so that we can make money. It's so that we can do more. Like, all we want to do is more. Like, every fucking day, I'm sick to my stomach because I just want to do fucking more. I don't want to do this all fucking day long.
Mike and I have talked about this like all the time. Like, the fact that if we were doing this like nonstop, like, you know what I mean? Like 5 days a week, that we could upload a video or create content or just be there. Shit. My God, man, like, what the fuck? Like, we would always be there, like, because, it goes beyond, at some point, it goes beyond just like, hey, you know what? This is kind of like a hobby. We're doing, it goes beyond that. Once you see your guys' like reactions and how amazing you guys are and the interaction that we have with you and just our own personal desire to see this channel finally break through and be something more than just a basement dweller thing. And like, we want you guys to be a part of it, and we want you guys to understand that the reason why we're doing this so much and the reason why we are pushing for this is because there's a voice out there for all of us. Like, like we've all gone through some bad, shitty times in our lives, and horror is what buoyed us. Like, it's something that, I don't know, made us feel like
there's a connection that happened.
That we're okay. Yeah, we're okay. And like, and other movies, like, I'm not just horror, but specifically. And we want to share that. We want to share that on a larger scale. And so, yeah, I mean,
and not just that, but two things. One, shout out to all the people who are doing this right now. If any of you guys are watching or end up watching this, I really want to get across the point that for people who have 100 or 200 subscribers or 2,000 or whatever it is, like, we were at a point, if you go back and watch our old videos, like, you can see that we're not, where we need to be. And you could probably see that now when you watch our videos. But
we'll be better in 10 years.
My thing is that I want to get to a point where I obviously want to do this to where we do this full time because I want to create a company out of it. It's not because I want to make a lot of money. I don't care. I don't need I don't need a gigantic house. I don't need to be a fucking rich person. What I want, my goal in my entire life, and it's because you guys have made this a possible goal, is to be able to show my two little girls that if you love something enough and you fight for it enough and you do whatever it takes, like against sucking and everybody telling you suck and knowing you suck and everything else, that you can make that happen. Like, you can make what you love into a job. You can do that. And that's what I'm trying to show my kids, and not just them, but I'm trying to show other guys like me who went through the stages. We were at a point in this channel where we had like, I don't know, fucking 60 subscribers or whatever. We're like, we're doing this. I didn't have a job. Shit sucked. Shit was crazy. I can tell you a million fucking stories, and I won't even go there. What I want to do is I want to tell you guys, if there's any of you out there who are starting a channel, look, what you're doing right now might not be good enough to get you to where you want to be. I'm not telling you to go and say, hey, no, this should be good enough. I really wish someone would listen. I'm telling you, keep trying to make it better and keep trying and trying and trying, and don't take no for an answer and keep going. And then maybe you can do that. And what I want to do is have us do that, and then we can look at people and say, dude, I was there. This is how we fucking did it. This is how you can fucking do it. And then I just want to spread this amazingness you guys have given us, and I want to spread this. You guys have given it. It's fucked up to say, but before this channel happened, and I'm getting into deep shit. I'm going to cut myself off, but before this channel happened, I was a guy who knew I had a lot of work ethic in me. Like some of you guys come to me and you're like, man, like what you guys do, you inspire me like this. You work so fucking hard and all this shit like that. I wasn't that person before. Before Jay came up with the idea of the channel, I was lucky enough to have you come up with the idea of the channel. I didn't know where to put this. I had this drive inside of me to prove people in my life wrong, because I knew I didn't fit in with college and all this other shit. And I didn't know where to put it. And when this channel came about, I had the band before, but I didn't have the talent to make it happen. So when this came about, and it was just something we loved and did together. And I know I've been up your ass for fucking 7 years now, like, oh, we need to do this, we need to do this, we need to do this, like just sometimes even an asshole about it. But when you find that thing and you can do it, when you know where to put that energy that you have inside of your heart. Everybody might look at you and tell you, so you're not a lawyer, you're not in college, you're a piece of shit. What's wrong with you? You're not like everybody else. You might have girlfriends that leave you. You might have people that write you the fuck off. And you know in your heart that you have a fire inside and that you are worthy and you can do something with your life. You just got to find that thing. And all I want to do with this channel is and we found that thing. So now we're lucky enough to have found it. We want to take it to the next level. So that's what we're trying to do. And you guys have made that possible for us. And I love you so much. And I'm going to end it with that because I feel like I just went on a rant. I'm sorry. I want to apologize.
It's great. I mean, you said pretty much what you felt, and that's what it's all about. It's saying what you feel and how you feel and what it means to you to be a part of this channel. And, what it means to me, it saved me from a broken marriage. It saved me from a dark time in my life. Like I was in a really, really bad state. I didn't know what to do. I was fucked up, and we did take that break. We took that break. Mike was being very genuine and nice, and the fact that there was a lot of those times that we took those breaks because I couldn't fucking deal with it. And we took those breaks because I was trying to get my shit together. The thing about this channel and what's always been about this channel and what will always be about this channel is that we all have each other. Like we are a community that came together and we have a connection together. Like, I don't know what it is, our humor, the love of horror movies or both, or whatever it may be, that we can just talk to each other and just have a good time. You guys are beyond amazing. You guys have continued to inspire us. Like you inspire us, just your comments and your activity and your dedication, and you make it worthwhile. Like you make those days that we get up in the morning and we have to go to our mundane bullshit, shitty, and you guys do it too, jobs, and in the back of our mind we're thinking of you. We're thinking of like, oh man, like what would they think about this? Like, I mean, I think that they would dig this. Like, we're doing what we love to do, but at the same time thinking, hey man, you guys are our friends, and I think that you would dig this too if we made this video, if we made this idea happen. I can't get enough of you guys. I never could. And Mike is the same way. Like we talk about you guys all the time. We talk about what's best for the channel, what we can do to further show appreciation for you guys. You guys in a lot of ways have saved our lives. Like it's a deep thing. I'm not trying to get all like Papa Roach shit with you, but it gets deep.
Broken home.
Yeah, it gets deep in that aspect.
You guys have made a big difference in our lives,
right? And we could go on in tomes about how much you meant to us and what you mean to us and what you continue to mean to us, and all the new people. And all your problems that you like, dude, like, oh my God, like there's so many of you that are going through such a rough struggle and such a rough time. Like we wish, I swear to God, legitimately, I wish that we could be there for you. Like right there personally, like right there, like, you know what I mean? Like we're phone call like 5 seconds down the house and like give you a hug and say it's going to be great. You're doing great. You're doing awesome. You're going to do it. You're going to make it. But you know, we can't be there, but we can tell you, you're going to make it. You're going to be okay. You're going to be fine. You're going to get through that next stage.
But most importantly,
while stallions rule,
pudding pops.
Yeah, I was gonna say the most important thing is you guys saved our lives, man. I mean, you really did. I mean, I know it's a heavy thing to put on you, but it's true. Me and Mike were at the lowest points of our lives when you guys were there, and you guys continue to show that support, and you guys have continued to be amazing and spectacular and sensational. And God bless you, all of you. I mean, you guys are fucking. I don't care if anybody ever told you that in your life or you've never heard that in 5,000 years. You guys are fucking great, and thank you for existing, and thank you for being the greatest people that I've ever had the privilege of knowing. Thank you.
You goddamn right.
Yeah,
you goddamn right. All right, what we're going to do now is we got some super chats to go through. We're going to run through those really quick. We're going to take one more jealous shot.
Nope.
As friends,
I'm done with that.
Partners in life. I'll take two for you. You did it to yourself.
Oh, damn.
And all right, so first off, Daniel Combs, Scarefest this year. Fuck yeah, Daniel.
We're
guys.
there. We are there.
Lexington, Kentucky. This September, we're doing a fan meet up. We're either going to have a booth or we're not. We don't know. We're working on that. If we have a booth, we'll meet you at the booth. If we don't have a booth, we're going to meet up at a restaurant close by, and we're going to meet as many of you who want to fucking come. We're going to hang out. We're going to have drinks. We're going to have a big fucking table. It's going to be a great time. So if you want to do that, plan on coming to Lexington, Kentucky this September.
That's going to be great.
Thank you, by the way, Daniel, for you've been.
We're gonna fucking be killing it,
chat. Trish, thank you, fucking. I love you so much.
Trish, the dish. You keep on impressing.
She says all your Ram dreams are going to come true, so you should probably know I will totally work for tacos. Trish, if it works out for us, you can guarantee with your amazing writer expertise, I will fucking hire you in a heartbeat. You're an amazing human being.
Trish is great,
and a great writer as well. The bat. Oh my God, Jesus
Holy
Christ,
shit.
Nicole. Fuck, thank you. Thank you so much.
I
just love you guys. Thanks for everything you do.
Love you. Love you. I love all you guys. Like for nothing.
It's insane, man. Like, thank you so fucking much. Seriously, Nicole, thank you. You're so amazing to us. Fuck. Winner made cosplay 67 says, can't wait to send this package for all you to unbox on videos. It's a really special. Katie has known about it for a couple weeks now. Has already seen it. Oh. You've been talking to my wife?
You've been talking to my girl.
You've been talking to my wife. Paul Stones.
Hey, Paul.
$10.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, Paul, for the fucking. Thank you, man. Appreciate that shit.
That's a strong name from Jason.
Will Myers, thank you so much.
A stronger name from Nightmare.
I really appreciate it. Jesus fucking Christ,
Holy
Daniel.
Shit, Daniel.
God damn, man. Thank you.
Daniel Sutton.
Dude, thank you so much.
You guys are unbelievable.
Wow. Fuck it, man. Thank you guys. Michelle, thank you so fucking much.
Michelle, fuck, you guys stop. Like
Thank
you guys, like yeah, like it's. Oh my God!
Thanks.
You guys are amazing.
We love you so much, Sean. Everyone became a Patreon. Tell your friends. Spread the darkness away and forever.
Thanks, Sean.
Sean's rocking that fucking Patreon shit for a while, man. Thank you so much. Jesus Christ, Isabel.
Oh my God, dude! Are you serious?
Thank you so fucking
Holy
much.
shit, Isabel!
Thank
Isabel!
Make sure you send me that address because I got some shit to
Isabel.
send you for winning the contest because she's one of those that donated to Alex Nash after everything he went through.
Oh man, you're such a sweet person. Holy shit!
And 90. Thank you so much.
No, his name was Pound 90. I will pwn you for 90 cents, bitch.
We know it's not dollars as well. It doesn't matter. It's still the same.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's still amazing.
You guys are fucking incredible.
Fucking thank you guys. I have to pee so bad.
Yeah,
I have to pee so bad.
I have a kidney infection,
and we've already gotten so deep, and we've gotten.
I'm sorry, guys. Like, I went really, really deep. Mike did too. But you know what? You guys have always made us feel that way. Like, you guys have always made us feel like we can talk to you guys about anything that we need to, and that you guys would understand. You guys, we are a part of such a great community, and it's such a unique community that doesn't exist anywhere else. Like right now on the internets, you can see, the Marvel people, the DC people, or whatever the fuck, they're all fighting and they're angry. This kind of community, this horror community,
it's love, baby.
It's just love, man.
It's
like love and fucking tears
Phantasm.
and guts.
It's like Phantasm. It's just love, you know.
Yeah. And that's the way it's gonna always be.
Yes.
On this channel, I guarantee you, it will always be love and good times and just talking about whatever fucking gets you off.
Yeah.
Whether it be a fucking butter stick in your ass or just a goddamn good movie on Netflix.
That's the special package.
That's fine.
Oh, I
don't
promise
care.
something here. I promise something.
We're gonna be there for you.
Yay, nay.
Fucking
He's
fuck
gonna
it.
do it.
Fuck it.
Just for you guys.
I don't know what to say, man. I'm gonna slip this fucker down and don't judge me.
Hold it in your hand.
I dropped it. Oh my god,
do it.
dude.
You can't do it, Jay.
What? I dropped that on your floor.
There's no alcohol in these. We're just drinking.
I'm not. Can you give me another one?
I'll give you
I can't. I dropped this in your fucking floor.
That's got Thor hair on it.
It's got Thor hair all over it.
It might give you some superpowers.
I doubt it. Like a goddamn ability to smell shit from 3 miles away that was poop. Okay.
This is for you guys. We love you.
Love you
Always
guys.
have. Like Mel Gibson said in Braveheart.
I shouldn't talk when it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta say sexy.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna see you at fucking Scarefest. All you motherfuckers better come. I don't give a fuck. Should those? Yes, come. You come.